Everyone thinks cutting people off means you're lonely, that something is wrong with you, that you're broken or cold. But what if it's the opposite? What if walking away was the healthiest thing you ever did? Because here's something most people don't understand. Not all distance is loss. Sometimes it's relief. Think about it. You didn't wake up one day and decide to disappear. You didn't suddenly become distant. You learned it. Slowly, through experience. There was a time when you were always there, the one who answered every call, the one who listened for hours, the one who gave and gave and gave. Even when you were tired, even when no one asked how you were doing. And what did you get in return? The same problems, the same patterns, the same people draining you until one day you stopped. You didn't reply, you didn't show up, you didn't chase, and something strange happened. Nothing broke. The world didn't end. It just got quiet, peaceful. If you've felt this before, comment 1. So what actually happened? Why did you change? It wasn't random, it was your brain protecting you. There's a reason for this. Your nervous system is designed to keep you safe, not just from physical danger, but emotional exhaustion too. When you've been drained too many times, your system adapts. It pulls you back, not because you're weak, but because you've had enough. It's not avoidance, it's protection. Your mind is saying, this is costing too much. And for the first time, you listened. If this makes sense, comment 1. But here's where it gets deeper. This didn't start recently. It started long ago. Maybe when you were younger, when you had to read the room before anyone said a word, when someone's mood could change everything. So you adapted, you became aware, you learned to sense tension, to predict reactions, to stay safe. And that pattern? It followed you into adulthood. Now every time someone gets too close, your system checks, is this safe? If the answer is no, you pull away. Not because you can't connect, but because you've learned connection can come with a cost. If you relate to this, comment 1. Now here's the important part. There's a difference between isolation and protection. Most people confuse the two. They think being alone is unhealthy. But that's not always true. Being surrounded by the wrong people, that's what drains you. That's what damages you. So how do you know the difference? Simple. If you walk away from someone and feel heavy, that's loss. But if you walk away and feel lighter, that's clarity. That's your answer. Because not everyone deserves access to you. Not everyone deserves your energy. And deep down, you already know who does. If this opened your eyes, comment 1. Here's something most people never notice. You don't cut people off randomly. You do it after patterns repeat. That friend who only calls when they need something. That person who disappears, then comes back like nothing happened. That energy that always feels off. You saw it again and again and again. And one day, you stopped ignoring it. That's not being cold. That's being aware. Your brain got better at reading people. Faster, sharper, more accurate. So when something feels wrong, you don't question it anymore. You trust it. If you trust your instincts, comment 1. So no, you're not antisocial. You're not distant. You're selective. There's a difference. Loneliness feels empty, but what you feel feels peaceful, quiet, clear. That's not something to fix. That's something to protect. Because for the first time, you're not surrounded by noise. You're connected to yourself. And that changes everything. If you feel this peace, comment 1. But let's be real for a moment. This path isn't perfect. Because if you build walls too high, you block everyone, even the right people. So the goal isn't to shut everyone out. It's to choose better. To let in people who respect your energy, who don't drain you, who don't make you question yourself. Because the truth is, you don't need many people. You just need the right ones. If you agree with this, comment 1. So where do you go from here? It's simple. Don't go back to who you were. Don't ignore the patterns again. Don't trade your peace for approval. Instead, stay aware, stay selective, stay honest with yourself, because protecting your energy is not selfish, it's necessary. And once you understand that, you stop feeling guilty, you start feeling free. If you're choosing peace, comment 1. Now I want to hear from you. Have you ever cut someone off and felt better after? I read every comment. And if this spoke to you, share it with someone who needs to hear this, because sometimes walking away is the beginning of everything. See you in the next video.